So tomorrow is my birthday, and I am terrible about birthdays, mostly my own. I have to, when I go to the doctor's office and they ask for your age, your birth dates, and everything, just because they need it, I actually have to sit there and do the math to figure out what my age is. And at least twice now, I have had a situation where I've completely forgotten that my birthday was that week and just completely glossed over until my wife reminded me. This being one of those weeks. So we'll continue on. I don't know what it is, because it's not necessarily the birthdays themselves are bad. I enjoy doing the birthday parties for my kids and getting my wife gifts and stuff like that, but it's just one of those things where I kind of just live in life, trying to make every day better and enjoying what I'm doing and everything with that. So I don't know. It just is what it is, I guess. We are about ready to go out and break some leaves, so we will go do that. So the Pope just is getting ready to wrap up the Holy Year. Their year doesn't follow the traditional calendar. The last Holy Year service for church for them is going to be November 20th. And they're doing something special. I really have an affinity for this. And he is letting every single homeless person within the community around the Vatican to come to the service. And in fact, it's not just sit in the back kind of come to the service. It's everybody else gets pushed to the back. The homeless people get to have front row seats to be able to do the whole service, which is in contrast. If you've never seen a service with Catholic Mass with the Pope, everybody is prim, proper, super bright colors, all those things going on. And these people are coming in just as any person you might have seen that's homeless, where they're scruffy, they got tattoos, they have torn clothes, all that stuff. And they had a couple pictures on one that had just happened yesterday, Sunday. And it's just so interesting to hear this mentality of trying to do something like that. I had a conversation with a friend of mine. His name's James. And one of the questions he asked was if he works with people that are struggling with addictions as well. He's overseeing a home ministry for that. We went to the same church before. And he had this comment of saying, what happens if all of my clients, all the people that I work with in this ministry, come to our church and wanted to become members? What would happen to the rest of the congregation? And if I really think about it, I think that probably there would be a huge uproar, because you're completely disrupting things. There would be a huge sense of you're really messing up things for us. And this came to play whenever I was a teenager. Me and my family went to this Baptist church. We went a couple of different days to this church. I don't know who the people were. I think they were friends of my father's. And there was these three boys. I think there were 16 or something like that. And they came in wearing these shirts. And the shirts had like Insane Clown Posse or something like that. And so just kind of like hippie, not hippie, but just like rock and roll, death metal kind of kids that they didn't have any face paint, they didn't do their hair up, they're just wearing these shirts. And the pastor actually kicked them out of the church service. I'm 16, I don't know what's going on. I'm just kind of sitting back and hanging out. And it's interesting because he then used that as his sermon of saying, I will protect this church and yada, yada, yada. But for me, in my own sense of faith, I have this huge, strong push to help those that are marginalized. And for me, that was a big day of, there are people out there that call themselves Christians that don't care about the world at all. It's, look at me, I want to make sure my faith is good, my faith is comfortable, have people around me, my little bubble, and that's all I want. And I don't think that's what faith is. I, in fact, think that's the exact opposite of what Jesus wanted. And so I encourage you guys, as you're going into the holiday season, the Christmas season, with Thanksgiving beforehand, what does it mean to have what you have? Not just A, to be thankful for what you have, but B, to help other people out. This will be the third year that I've been doing a job that is not in ministry. And so it completely changes things for me as far as how I approach life in general and wanting to do everything. So I encourage you guys to, wherever you're at, whether you're in ministry or not, to think about all the different things that God has given you. And there's a lot out there. I truly believe that. In my position right now, it's much more difficult to see the direct spiritual implications unless I actually put my effort forward in that process. When I worked as a youth ministry, that was my job. That's what I had to do. But now it's completely different. Yet my heart still is there, which is why I'm doing the job I'm doing. I'm working with the much less fortunate, those that don't have jobs, are in disability, that are blind and developmentally delayed, and have been in poverty for most, if not all, of their life, who've grown up without parents, who have struggled with being a victim most of their lives, struggle with addictions and mental health and all that stuff. That's where I'm at in the marginalization, but I continue to want to do more. And I wonder where you guys are at with that. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say down below. What does it mean for you to have that faith? And can it get disrupted whenever you invite that marginal aspect, the widows, the homeless, all those people? So let me know what you guys think. Leave your comments down below, and I'll catch you guys next time. See ya. For an update on our seeds, we are at 14%. Sadly but true. So you're going to get all the Minicio up here.